our special guests, our cast members that are in attendance to please join us up on stage, or stage as it is. And once again, the filmmakers, Michele, Josue, and CARLO, VELAYO, please.
I'm good, Michele. I can speak from here.
I guess if we could just have everyone introduce themselves, I think is probably the best thing to do, right? Since you came last fall, you'll be first.
My name is Gertrude Tan. I've been a nurse for over 43 years. I recently retired from Cedars-Sinai. And I was in the film with Joyette and Nora over there in red, black, and white outfit. Thank you for coming and watching the documentary. It really means a lot to us, nurses, and to the Filipino community, and everybody. I hope we made you happy, we made you cry, and that it's very informative, I have to say, even if I'm just a part of it.
Wow, you could do a Q&A on your own, boy. You're very good.
And she just had surgery.
Wow.
I have to say, thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Joya Jagolino. Hello, the Castros are over there. Still very raw, but was a nurse with Gertrude, part of the sisterhood, and happy to have been really a part of this film. You know, I can't describe in words when we were approached by Jolene to participate in something like this. Never in my wildest dreams would we ever have thought that we would have our stories told. And we can't forget it. We need to retell the stories, the lives of people who are impacted severely. It's sad that the hatred continues. So we need to continue. The community that Jolene is still trying to nurture needs to go on. And so we're a small group here, but we're powerful.
Hi everyone, Michele Josue, the director. I don't have much to say other than this has been such an honor, one of the biggest honors of my life, to be a part of this film and to create it and to share all these wonderful stories with you all. We do have a lot of our cast and crew and Kickstarter supporters, associate producers in the audience. So if you all could just stand up so we could acknowledge you too, that would be really wonderful. We have Jeff Schneider, our DP, Joe Arciaga, Banal, our associate producer. Is Angela here? No, awkward, okay.
Thanks, Michele. My name is CARLO. I'm one of the producers of Nurse Unseen, and I just wanted to wish everyone a happy Filipino-American History Month. It's so lovely for you all to be here. I know it's a Friday night, and it was Game 5, so thank you for being here. Well, go Dodgers! Go Dodgers! Go Dodgers!
Hi, everyone. Happy Filipino-American History Month. Go Dodgers, go LA. My name is Jolene Lavid. I am a social worker. I'm also a union organizer for the last 20 years. And I am part of a firm. So we were the ones that collected the data of our fallen and hopefully built a good enough memorial to those that gave their lives by serving on the front line. Also proud to be part of a nurse family. This is my mom, cousins, Rachel, and all nurses. So again, round of applause to all the nurses and healthcare workers in the audience.
Hi, my name is Nora Levin, mom of Jolene. When she approached me and said, "Mom, you want to be in a film?" I said, "What? What? Why?" But knowing that Rosary was close to us, she's like a part of our sisterhood, just like Gertrude said. It was such an honor to relay all these stories to you, and we're so glad that they made this documentary about nurses, and so we can be seen.
Yes.
Hi everyone, I'm Tiffany, Rosary's oldest daughter. Thank you, Michelle, for this film and bringing this whole family together. And you know, I've seen it maybe 8 times now, especially with Chantel, and each time is different. And this time, I'm glad my dad got to watch it for the first time. So that was a big day for today. Also, over the last few years, I also have a 2-year-old daughter, so Rosary now has her first grandchild. She's feisty, but she's not here now.
Hi, good evening. My name is Allison Mayle. I am one of the nurses that was featured in the documentary, and I want to thank everybody for putting together such a beautiful film. I have cried so hard every single time I have watched it, and this time I get to share it with my parents as well, who are watching it for the first time. I just want to congratulate Nurse Unseen as a whole on its Los Angeles theatrical debut.
And I can project my voice. I don't need a microphone. My name is Chantal P.1. I am Merlin P.1's daughter. I'm honored as well to be a part of this journey and to have been asked and to now be able to share Mom's legacy. She was a fighter and fought for me, and that's what I'm doing every single day, living in this world without her. It is Filipino American History Month, and it is also Mama Bear's birthday month. So I will continue to honor her. I am struggling, and I feel like I was back in Cleveland seeing it for the first time, even though this is also my 8th time seeing it. I am getting married next week, and not having her here is very difficult for me, but I am trying to focus on the happiness that I know she would want for me. And I am thankful to have met Michelle, Tiffany, and the entire cast, because they are my Nurse Unseen family, and I'm so proud of Michelle and everybody, and would like to also congratulate Nurse Unseen on their theatrical debut. So thank you all for coming, and you know, I hope our story, Mom's story, everybody's story, her tagline throughout her illness was "Don't give up, don't lose hope, and just fight," which is what I do every day. So thank you.
To quote a line from the film, and please forgive me, I forgot who said it, but this was a story that needed to be told. So I guess the first question is the most basic. Michelle and Carlo, what went into the decision to make the unseen seen?
Absolutely. So I wanted to make Nurse Unseen initially because I wanted to honor my Tita Dodo, who you met in the very beginning of the film. She was essentially my second mom and had a huge hand in raising me. And she had passed several years ago, and I wanted to somehow honor her. And being a filmmaker, naturally I gravitated towards thinking of a film. I did my research and realized that there's so many nurses in my family, dating back to my great-grandmother, grandmother, aunties, cousins. Unfortunately, growing up, I never was really taught much Filipino or Filipino-American history. So discovering Dr. Catherine Siniza Choi's seminal book, Empire of Care, and just realizing there's such a compelling and layered history about this phenomenon of so many Filipinos becoming nurses and immigrating into the United States and really being so integral to our healthcare systems, I was just shocked and a little bit ashamed that I didn't know that. And I had a hunch that if I didn't know that, I'm sure other people weren't aware of this history either. So that's how it started. This was in 2019. Then 2020 came about, and we were hearing reports of how disproportionately affected our community was to the virus and how we were losing so many of our titas on the front lines. So then in conversations with Carlo, in meeting Joe and Arlene, our other producers, we decided that we really needed to make a film urgently about not only the history of Filipinos and nursing in the United States, but also just shining a light on what was happening to our community today. So that's how it came about, and that was 3 years ago, and we started filming April 2021 as soon as we got vaccinated, and now here we are.
I guess just to add, when Michelle and I collaborated on Happy Jail, the Netflix original doc series, we wanted to tell more Filipino stories. And so when Michelle approached me and said, I want to tell the story of Tita Dodo and Filipino nurses, I've revealed that, I was a little trepidatious just because I don't come from a family or a long line of nurses. My mom was a teacher, and my family's in the service industry, but not in nursing. But what I found over the years that we've been on the film festival circuit and most recently with the theatrical release is that this is a story for everyone. It really is at the heart and soul of Nurse Unseen is that immigrant story. People moving from the Philippines to the US. And I think everyone here in the US will be able to relate to this story. Even if they're not nurses, even if they're not Filipino, we really hope that Nurse Unseen touches communities who understand the sacrifices, the struggle that it takes to move to a different country, to contribute to the society, and to also contribute to the history. And so we're just very grateful that you're here, and we're hoping that more people will be able to see the film.
Quick follow-up to that is the decision to do the festival run is one thing. It's altogether a different thing to tackle a theatrical release. So what went into that? Where did you guys finally decide that, we need to put this out wider and for more eyeballs to see it? And
Great question. I mean, we're just psychopaths, I think, honestly. We're just so passionate about this film, and it was such a battle, not only getting it made, getting it into the film festival circuit, receiving all these rejections, but then, being who we are, we just decided to keep marching forward because we believe so fully in this project and that it's so worthy and it needs to be seen widely, not only amongst our community, but, people outside of our community especially. So we did the film festival circuit, just love being in an actual room with all of you and just having such fruitful, fulfilling discussions. That was so crucial, and we wanted to just keep that ball rolling. So after the film festival circuit, where we've done really well and won 4 Audience Choice Awards for Best Documentary, which was amazing. We started sharing the film in community groups, employee resource groups, anywhere that we could. And then we just, I don't know, we were just let's just get it in theaters, why not? So we talked to our theatrical, my colleague who is a theatrical booker, and he has really great relationships with art house cinemas across the US, and he started talking to them. And thankfully the Lemley here in my neighborhood, they were the first theaters to sign on, and they were like, absolutely, let's bring Nurse Unseen here in October. That makes complete sense. And then once that happened, every other theater that we booked kind of fell into place. And the fact that it's happening in October is just so serendipitous. Yeah.
And just so that we're clear, you did this without distribution. You're self-distributing, right? Which is another story.
Yes. So we are doing this all on our own. We didn't four-wall the theaters. Thankfully, they're letting us be screened as if we did have a traditional theatrical distribution window. But yes, this is completely independent, so community-led, not only community financed, but the cast and the crew, all the supporters. We have Philam Creative here, SoCal Filipinos. I mean, these people, these organizations, SIPA, I know Kimmy's here, just so integral to this project and have helped us every single step of the way. It's really a testament to the power of our community. And I'm very cutesy and demure, but I must say, because our New York numbers were so great, the theater was so impressed, they gave us more screenings, which means our film is now Oscar eligible. Yes, and in our opening weekend, I know we only screened on one screen. Our box office numbers for per screen average were higher than Joker, Megalopolis, Beetlejuice. I mean, that just shows you like what we can do as a community all together. So I'm really in awe.
Ironically, that's probably what's going to get distributors who probably passed on it to actually notice. So if this momentum continues, good things could happen, right? Better things can happen.
Yes.
So you would think that a culture that produces the world's greatest karaoke singers and Broadway stars at every turn, it would be natural for Filipinos to talk about themselves on camera, and it's really not. So my question to the cast members is, what convinced you that it was going to be okay for these people to delve into your personal lives and for you to be able to speak personally on a camera?
The death of a friend. That was huge. And, you know, Ray has been gone now. This is third year, Rosary, and that's still raw. And so participating, we didn't know how the film was going to evolve when we were first approached. But I knew that as large of a population that we think we represent as healthcare providers, and I was retired by the time I was interviewed, we had a very minuscule visibility in the eyes of the world. We were always in the background. Probably we chose that in the beginning because culturally we are shy. We just want to do our work. We are very devoted. But when I was approached, I just asked Jolene, you know, where is the filmmaker going to take this? And when we were all grieving Rosary's death, we just thought, it's about time. It's about time that our contributions were recognized. Not me personally, but especially those who were so committed and passed away.